So apparently Cardi B and Stephon Diggs has split up after the Super Bowl. Now, I don't know about anybody else. I knew they lost, but I was like, there is no way Cardi B split from Stephon because he lost. Because we all know Cardi isn't like that. Even with the fact that she went through so much with Offset and she still stood by that man, even though the internet was telling her to leave that man alone and he's garbage, we know she isn't the type of person to just pack up her things when there's a hiccup. But this time, Cardi had enough. Hello and welcome back, Pillow Talkers. We spill the tea that everyone tries to hide. No gossip is off limits, no truth is untold. Grab your pillow and watch the stories unfold. 50 Cent posted, can you imagine waking up this morning and you don't lost the B and the Super Bowl? I would tell everybody to get away from me, have a drink, and go back to sleep. Laugh out loud. But let's get straight to the part of what we really want to find out. Why did they really break up? Now, allegedly, Stefon brought an old-time friend, Pre, which, by the way, they said was somebody that Offset cheated on Cardi with. But get this, hold on. She was sitting next to Stephon Diggs' mother and family. Talk about total disrespect. Like, could y'all imagine having a run-in with a woman from the past and then she's sitting front row with your man's mother and the rest of his family? I would be outraged. And y'all know the saying, hopefully I'm saying it right, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Listen, Cardi has already been humiliated by Offset so badly. She had enough. And honestly, I'm proud of Cardi B. Everybody have a hand clap. And a lot of people may say, you know, Cardi isn't a straight and arrow person because after all, she was a stripper and she said that she used to do certain things to men. We all know what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, since the spotlight has been on Cardi, how many men have Cardi been traced to? I'll wait because it's not even a quarter of what your faves are doing. Like, this woman stripped to fund her rapping career, which got her notoriety and got her on reality TV so that she can take care of her and her family. And because she started to make money, she stopped stripping and started to focus on her rapping career. Then she settled down, got married, like most people should be, you know, focusing on. Like, don't get me to talking about majority of women don't even want to get married, but a lot of them is willing to pop out kids out of their you know what. Like, I've never seen so many women embrace being a baby mama. Like, don't get me wrong, single mothers always existed and being just a baby mama always existed. But majority of those women actually wanted to get married, but them men didn't want to marry them. Now it's like some men say that they want to settle down and you're hearing women openly say, oh no, I don't want to get married. Because now you got women getting on the same level as men. They trying to get even with these men. Even if it does mean getting vengeance for what their father did to their mother. But Cardi settled down, got married, had 3 kids, while Offset was out there embarrassing her in the streets. And still, we never heard Cardi was out there with this man and that man. Only with the last time we found out that she literally let a man sleep with her while she was pregnant, and social media went wild. And everybody talked about how disrespectful it was to be carrying another man's baby while sleeping with another. And we all know, more than likely, he wasn't wearing protection. Now, we can't validate that, but we can only assume that, you know, I'm pregnant, you don't have to use protection, you don't have to worry about anything. You know, you get tested, I get tested, we good. But if you're spiritual and you understand soul ties, you know carrying another man's sperm while you're carrying another man's baby is way deeper than you think. Then on top of that, after her baby was born, just a couple of months, she ended up pregnant with the dude that she was sleeping with while she was pregnant with Offset's baby. And I'm not going to lie, I sided with the people that were saying, listen, I know Offset was cheating on you, But you did not beat him by having another man's baby while still currently being married to Offset. That was a no-no. And the fact that her child that she just had wasn't even 1 year old, that had Cardi looking crazy. Because I thought Cardi cared about her image, but apparently she didn't. But like Cardi said,
y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. Is y'all cool? Y'all been dragging me for 3 or 4 days. Y'all been a little bit too mean. Like, now. Y'all been a little bit too mean. I can't change shit. I can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my pussy? Huh? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to leave my man and fuck yours? You want me to leave my man and just go and fuck yours? I don't know. What y'all want me to do?
listen, I think all children are a blessing, and especially knowing that every man and every woman cannot have a child. So yes, children are a blessing. But she's right. The damage has already been done. The baby is here. What do y'all want her to do? Like, I know she regrets it, but to sit right there and say, I regret having my baby, you know, that would make somebody feel guilty. And we can all agree on, no, you should have played it smarter and at least not get pregnant by another man while being married. Like, she should have did that, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. And let's be real, Stefon'S preyed on Cardi at her most vulnerable state. She was going through a breakup with Offset, and she was pregnant, and Stefon reached out to her and whispered all the things that she needed to hear and swooped in on her. Yes, Cardi is a grown woman and she should have had common sense, but you'll realize if you live long enough, all of us is capable of being vulnerable and manipulated. But this is what Charleston White had to say about Cardi B after being pregnant by Stefon'S.
Your Cardi B done turned into a bucket. But she was a good housewife as a hoe. That's that HPV. Any that got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas, I mean, he a lot of women raw. So he's susceptible to carrying some type of STI or STD. Dick too active with too many babies, with a history of raw dogging. I thought she was way more sharp than that. No, she ain't. Yeah, that's the broken hoe. That's the broken hoe. She have to have a man. Yeah, that's the broken hoe that have to have a man. That ain't a strong woman. That's why so many young girls and young ladies look up to her and admire. They all broken little hoes. And they enjoy being hoes. They just ain't getting a lot of benefit out of being a hoe.
Yeah, she's getting championed right now. A lot of women are praising her for moving on and not...
Multiple baby daddies. But you don't hear the Latino community praising her. It's just black women. Because black women have multiple baby daddies. Mexican and white women don't. Julio put 4 or 5 babies in the... She got 2 different baby daddies. He got 7 different baby mamas. And all the kids around the same age. His kids will end up fucking with each other sexually because they spread it out. As a man, no matter how athletic he is and how well he's doing in football, he's a pathetic father. And every he done with gotta complain about him. Cardi go be complaining. Any kick them whole ass. Any type of kick you in your ass and be kissing on them turtles, putting that dick off in you saying he's sorry. You made me do it. You see what you made me do? And be making you come while he blaming you for the ass. He that kind of no. All them whole and he a freaksman. He like to so she just a cum bucket. Your Cardi B done turned into a cum bucket. But she was a good housewife as a hoe. She was ready to be a housewife. She don't want to go back to this. She hates she having a baby, so she got to try to make it look good, homie. But no woman have ever been proud to be the other baby mama while we both pregnant. So, yeah, Shirley, that's both our baby, homie. She had to say it jokingly, not to cry. So I think 2 of those babies was born in wedlock, right? Offset baby, she was born in wedlock. The other baby gonna be a problem because it's a bastard baby. So you got a bastard baby and you got 2 children born in wedlock. You got 2 born in wedlock and you got 1 born out of wedlock while you're married. That's not Stefon'S baby. That's Offset, baby, by law.
Like, I hate to admit it, throughout Charleston White ignorance, he does make a lot of points. Like, I don't like the fact of what he said about Woody. We may go over that later on in another video. But Charleston White made sense. Like, what did you expect from Stephon Diggs? Like, didn't he have 2 other women pregnant while Cardi was carrying his baby? Now, I must say, I don't know if she found out after she went past the term to get rid of a child. And I don't know whether she would have gotten rid of the child, because some people don't believe in doing that either way. But at the end of the day, that alone would have made me say, you know what, I made a mistake. Let me go on and have this baby or do what I gotta do, because this man ain't crap. But no, she proceeded to have a relationship with this man when he was already giving hardcore red flags. And the crazy thing is, his baby mother, who he spent Christmas with, I can't find a clip, but she was saying that everybody thinks that Cardi won because she's in a relationship with Stefon, when in reality, the only reason why she isn't in a relationship with him because she couldn't put up with his cheating. So in reality, she thinks that she's winning because, after all, Stefon is choosing to spend Christmas with her. And honestly, she is right. Because imagine being that woman that think that you won because you laying next to the man, when the other woman chose not to and had the option to be with him, but she didn't want to be Boo Boo the Fool. And yet, this man chose to spend Christmas with her. And even though Cardi tried to act like she wasn't hurt and she was fine, I'm pretty sure she wanted Stefon to spend time with her on a Christmas, especially after their baby was born. And he chose to spend his first Christmas with the other kid, and it was his first Christmas as well. So, knowing that Stefon is a cheater as well, we all wanted to know, why did Cardi go from one cheater to another? But according to Cardi, it was way deeper than Offset cheating.
Why you separated from a cheater to go to somebody else? Because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the shit. It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a fucking hospital because I couldn't take it no more. A hospital. You have managers, when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go. And I left. God damn. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so motivated. I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting the work because every single day.
But then she admitted she started to feel dark energy put towards her and her baby, and asked her mother to pray for her and her baby.
I called my mom the other day to pray over me and my baby, because I feel like a lot of weirdness has been coming out from people and women and all this stuff ever since I announced that I was pregnant. And it's funny because I know that y'all knew that I was pregnant, because clearly everybody kind of figured that I was. But the negativity and the weirdness that people are bringing and putting, I told my mom, like, please pray for me and for the Lord to cover me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got my babalaos and everything. And of course, people pray for me all the time. But like, there's nothing like I personally believe nothing is as powerful as a mother's prayer. So I tell her to pray for me and pray for my baby, because I feel like it's just like a lot of dark energy. And like, when I say a lot of dark energy, there's a lot of weird bitches that like will wish you weird shit on your kid, like stillbirth, death, slowness. You know what I'm saying? So and I feel like I feel that energy. I feel that. I feel people putting that on me. I don't know, is it jealousy? I don't know what it is. It is what it is. I'm pregnant, baby. I can't get rid of it no more. Too far gone. So I don't know. I just feel it, because it's just like, yeah, my fans know it though. Like, there's just been a lot of like tension, and it's like, damn, the baby the drama. And I've been pregnant a whole bunch of times, motherfuckers. I just feel like it's just too much negativity. But yeah, I ain't fucking with my mom prayer. Because one thing about my mom, she's like an angel on earth. So God do listen to my prayer, but like, I'm not like the most angelic person. Because I will tell you to dig somebody up if you piss me off. And I will tell you fuck you and your mom and your dad and everybody that you love, bitch. I will tell you that. But my mom, she's such a nice person that she will never do that. So I be telling my mom, like, pray for me. Because, like, you such a good person that I know that God hears you. You one of those people that God listens to first in line. So I just had like a weird feeling the other day. Because it's been a lot of animosity from people. And I was like, Mom, pray for me. And pray for my child.
And the thing that Cardi was feeling was the unfairness that a lot of women go through. Now, let's be real. A lot of people don't want to talk about men and women topics, but we're going to talk about it and we're going to be honest about it. We can talk about the pros and cons of being a woman, the pros and cons of being a man. But a man can cheat all day, every day, and most people will have his back, even women. Oh, that's how a man is. Men have needs. Dudes have to sow their oats. And the same thing can be said for a woman, except for the part about that's how a woman is. Because we all know that if a woman screwed as much as a man, you automatically get called all types of B's and H's. Let's be real. And what makes it more impactful on women, with them being slut shamed as they called it, is that other women are joining forces with men screaming you a H as well. And when a man does it, his boy is slapping him high five, telling him, sleeping with other women is better. Basically, it's about the amount of women, and they don't really pay attention to the quality of a woman. Men react way different when it comes to their boy sleeping around. Even it's fair to say that your girl might even turn her back on you. To be completely honest, you don't know what you're going to get out of a woman. And some of y'all may have went through this, but do y'all know that a lot of women have went through their own homegirl out on them about cheating on their man? And I'm not saying cheating is good for either man or woman, but the fact that more women don't know that their homegirl would tell their man versus a man knowing they boy gonna have their back regardless. And a lot of these women out their own homegirl, cause secretly they want your man. Especially if they hear that your man is doing the utmost for you and they man, or they can't even keep a man, they automatically gonna want your man. So not only do you have men like Charleston White calling her a cum dumpster, you have other women shunning her too. And while I don't think that what Cardi did, which was have a baby while being married, was smart, I also realized that people make mistakes too. And she basically admitted that she knows that. And then some of y'all want to bring up, well, the baby mom was in the stand and she was sitting next to the mother. Listen, I feel like nothing is wrong with that. The kid is already there. They're the sibling of Cardi's kid. Sometimes when you in ghetto situations, you have to accept the ghetto-ness. But here's Academic's take.
And I guess this is the video that pissed everybody off, right? Oh, he says what's up to her. I think that's his mama. So his mama is next to this girl that people think is his side chick. I don't know if it's a baby or whatever. And supposedly Cardi was just like, fuck all this shit, man. This is too much, right? Whatever. There's some more info on it, but who cares? I know y'all don't care about it that much. Here's my thing. Now, granted, I don't know nobody, right? I don't know really what's going on. I would never ask Cardi, even though, me and her, we've always been cool. But I wouldn't ask her about her personal business. I'm only commenting on anything I see publicly. I got no horses to race. I do not give a fuck, right? What I would generally say is if Cardi B broke up with Stefon'S for this, I am disappointed at Cardi B, honestly, really. And I'm being realistic with this. The reality is this. Yo, Cardi. And if it's not true, forgive me because I'm just speaking on what we're all seeing online. Cardi, it's no way you could stay with a nigga who had 5 kids on you in a single year, and because he invites a side chick to the game, that's the final straw. Come on, bro. At least give the nigga a year of. You just had a kid with him. Just had a kid with him, despite all of that. At least give the nigga a grace period of a year cheating. Let him cheat for a year. Let him wild out for a year. You let Offset wild out for a good couple of years. Yeah, let him wild out for a year or two. Come on. You can't forgive 5 kids. And then the nigga invite a side bitch to the Super Bowl and it's a wrap. Shit don't even make sense. Yo, you should have cut the shit off when he had the first baby on the side. Come on. Let a nigga get a good year to do his cheating, do his thing, cut up. You feel me? Of course, when you see the bitch, you're supposed to slap him. I get it. Of course. Do your thing, Cardi. You'll get them brims to jump him. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, that's the vibes. But you gotta let my man cheat in peace for at least a year. It's no reason why you should have known all this, had a child with him, after 6 kids he brought into the world with other women. And now he probably didn't even invite Shorty. His mom probably invited her because she's just probably a good friend to the mom. Can't break up with him for this. He gave you a baby. He gets a year of cheating. Honestly, respectfully. You should have let him rock out for a year, and if you don't fix up by it, then you get him out of there. But I don't.
See, this is why, a lot of people piss me off. And I like Egg. I must genuinely say that. I like how he come back with the comebacks. I like his commentary. I find his stuff interesting. But at the end of the day, he's just like Charleston White. He starts off making sense and then it goes left. And I feel like ever since this red pill being hyper masculine trend started, I feel like men just say a lot of stuff to manipulate the world to thinking that, yeah, let a man just get him out of his system and then he'll return back to normal. And that's the same BS that our grandmothers was following. Y'all know when our grandmothers was getting cheated on, some of them even beat on, the first thing our grandparents used to say, well, at least he comes home to me. And the time when our grandparents or even grandparents was growing up, that was a different time. Women didn't even have rights at that time. So a lot of our grandparents had to deal with a lot of things. And at the time, women were men property back then. We went straight from our homes and getting owned by our husband. And back then, divorce was frowned upon and it was very embarrassing. So a lot of our grandparents was extremely unhappy and passed away not having the life that they truly wanted. But now women have rights, and if they want to, they can work. And as I said before, it's a lot of women that don't even want to get married. Now, I don't understand why some of them would accept the baby mama part and not get married, but that's on them. And I agree, Cardi ending a relationship because a girl is in the stands versus ending it over other women being pregnant when she was pregnant with Stefon'S kid is absolutely crazy. But in the same breath, that woman allegedly was the same girl that Offset cheated with her. Do y'all realize the implications of that? This woman came back from the dead to haunt her. And she's sitting next to Stefon Diggs' mother. And we all know Stefon Diggs' mother holds a high place in his heart. So the fact that this woman is sitting close to his mother means that he values this woman. And as a girlfriend or even a wife, why is she sitting next to your mother? Cardi should have been aware that this woman was going to be there if he was doing it. And y'all think just because a person, whether male or female, takes disrespect, that they supposed to be disrespected for the rest of their lives. And honestly, if you have any common sense, eventually you'll wisen up. Listen, it's sad that Cardi had to bring in another life in his ghetto situation, but I think Cardi has basically learned her lesson. And I have seen some people comment that after she was done with Offset, she should have stayed single for a while and found herself. And I do agree. And I think she's taking the time out just to do that. Now, some people say that they think that Cardi B and Stefon'S breakup is a publicity stunt and that Cardi is coming out with an album and this is the way to get people to listen to her next album. And hopefully that's not it, because I think a lot of people are going to be like, you know what, I'm not even tuning in no more because they play too much. And if she pops out with Stefon again, you know, to be completely honest, I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed. And if this is serious and she realized that she should be treated way better and she has enough of being disrespected, I would love to congratulate her and say, go ahead, girl, I wish you the best. But here is Cardi B popping out at a Raising Cane event freshly after leaving Stefon. But of course, we have to, you know, talk a little bit about Offset and what he thinks about the breakup. And y'all know he most definitely didn't handle it maturely. He posted this. Yes, he did. He posted, I won.
This shit. Know what I mean? Hello. Yeah, no side, baby, man. Y'all niggas can't get rid of me. I'm like cancer, nigga. Know what I mean? You can't get rid of the cancer, you know what I mean? I'm harder than all you pussy. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Fuck you talking about. All of my hoes to my hoes, that's for sure. All of my hoes to my hoes, that's for sure. All of my hoes to my hoes, that's for sure. All of my hoes to my hoes, and they know they still my hoes, yeah. Got me mad, I'm allergic to that other shit. South France, I was smoking with another bitch. I got shit that I could've went. I love a bitch that love a hoe that love. What's up, AZ? What's up, folks? About the mother niggas. Give a fuck about what you did with the mother niggas. Yeah.
Y'all, this whole situation is a mess, and I would love to hear y'all thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.